live. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So I am here today going live because I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit differently. So I wanted to make sure that everyone knew kind of what we had going on in today's market. And this video is going to be a little bit different because it's live one, and then it's just me talking to you directly about all of what we have going on. So oops, hold on. I'm trying to get into my own phone too so that I can stream some of this. So like I said, everyone knows that there is a lot going on with the real estate bubble, and I'm gonna just get right to it, and we're gonna just kind of talk. Like I said, I'm live, I'm in my studio. Things are not really set up really that great, but we're gonna be talking live to you guys. I have my notes here, and I know you should be thinking about this. Like, are you worried about another economic collapse? Are you worried about that? I think you should be, okay? That is like something that is super important with what we have going on right now. And I have a really important story to share with you that just happened. It's super true, and it's really made me want to make this video. Like, I have to get up here. I have to tell you guys what's going on. So stay with me here until the end, because we're going to be talking about the economic indicators that are showing about the real estate bubble that's happening. I'm going to show you and tell you and teach you what to do so that you make money. And then I'm going to give you the traps to avoid, because I almost fell into a trap. Literally, me with all these years of experience, I almost fell into a trap with real estate this in these past months. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, if me with all my experience, all my degrees, all this money can almost fall into this trap, I know that this is going to be happening to other people, and I got to come up here and talk to you. And so also, if you stay into the end, I'm going to be teaching on this. If you stay to the end, I'm actually going to have an offer for you. But I'll go ahead and just say it right now. If you're wanting to see me live, I'm doing an event on June 5th of 2021. It's a virtual event, but it's live. You'll be able to ask questions. It's going to be super interactive. So, and it's going to be about what we're talking about today. So if you want to meet me at that event, you can go right there. It's growyourwealthbootcamp.com. Again, that's growyourwealthbootcamp.com. But if you stay to the end, I'm going to give you an awesome coupon code. So it's going to make it worth your while. So let's get to this lesson, because that's the most important part. There's nothing to sell here. I want you to get this information, whether you come see me in person, whether I mentor you, or whether I don't. I just want to make sure that I'm telling you and teaching you guys what's going on in our market so that we can grow our wealth together. Like I said, as I grow, you guys are growing. So I want you to grow as much as I'm growing. So let's get to this lesson about this real estate bubble that is coming upon us, okay? So we know the pandemic happened in 2020. And let me just go back, because in 2020, February of 2020, I launched my company, NuRez, NUUREZ.com. It's a crowdfunded real estate company where I buy, lease, and control properties, some houses, townhouses, condos, apartments like this. Like, we rent them, and then we're able to put them in, rent them in the business's name, and then we put them on Airbnb, Booking.com, vacation rental by owners. We do corporate leases with doctors and traveling nurses, and we make a ton of money in this business. And so the great thing about it, I was able to create this business because I was doing it before, and I was like doing joint ventures with people one by one. But then I said, okay, let me have this idea where I just bring in people, they can put in as little as $500, and then I would split the profits with them. So that's what we did in 2020. Now, this fund is completely closed. It's a regulation crowd fund, but I'm gonna teach you about this because it's something that you can do too. You can have your own crowd fund. This is not just like a thing that just Noel can do and nobody else can do. You guys can all do this, and you can do what it is that you want to do in real estate. So let's kind of get to it for a second. I started this company in February 2020. What happens, of course, the pandemic hits in March of 2020, and it was a disaster because everybody was just in the house, quarantined. We couldn't go get properties. You know, the fundraising kind of even just dwindled down. It was like on this big thing, and it kind of just slowed. So long story short, though, we just kept raising money during the pandemic. And once the country started opening up, we started getting properties strategically in the areas where we could still make money. So we finished out the fund. We raised over $1 million. The fund is closed, and we have like over 20 properties now. And the investors from NuRez, they're happy, and we're just going and going and going with this. So as I'm getting properties now, this is what brings us to where we are, okay? So we know what happened in 2020, pandemic. We know I was raising money, so I got all this money to get real estate. It's our money. We're getting real estate. We're going to be splitting the profits, NuRez investors. So then what happens? As I'm trying to get properties, now it's like all of this competition. Like we have people overpaying. We have people paying more than what the sales price is. We got all of these people just raising up the prices, literally. Okay, true story. This is what I said I was going to share with you, because I don't want you guys to fall into this. And this is a true lesson right here that happened. So I had a 8-bedroom house in a resort that we were gonna get, okay? Hands to the sky, and what we'll do is for the stream, I'll even put some of the documents in here so you can see it. We had it under contract. I have a house on that street already, and it's already making a lot of money, so I thought that this would be a great buy. And I'm super busy, you know, you guys know I'm doing all of this stuff on shows. I'm with athletes and celebrities and doing all this stuff with their portfolios, that it's a little bit more difficult for me to try to find properties by myself. So they kind of caught me slipping. And like I said, I'm being honest, I'm gonna be vulnerable. They kind of caught me slipping because the alerts would just come to my phone, and I was like, man, there's a property on the street available, and I'm super happy. So I just like called, you know, one of my students who is a real estate agent. She just got her license though, so she's not really good at the real estate agent thing, but she's learning, and I wanted to just kind of hook her up so she can start learning real estate. So she doesn't know what she's doing, and I'm too busy, okay? So that was a combination that did not mix. Come to find out, we offered $65,000 over the appraised value, okay? So we go through the whole process, put the contract on it. I'm not gonna go here. People that have bought a property know you put the contract on it, put the earnest money down, have the inspection done, have the appraisal done. Like, we did all of that stuff, and the appraisal came in low, $65,000 too low. That is a complete craziness. Like, we were gonna pay over $500,000, and the appraised value came in at like 440 something, like ridiculous, $65,000 too low. So the good thing about it as a buyer in most states, you know, again, this is another lesson for you. If the appraised value comes in low, in most cases, you can get out of the contract. And if you have not written your contracts like that, you need to watch my entire playlist that teaches you how to buy in real estate, okay? How to invest in real estate, how to do contracts. I teach you that. It's super easy to just put a clause in there that if the appraised value doesn't come in, you are going to be able to cancel, and you can get your money back. You know, you don't lose anything. So that's what happened. So we had put a $5,000 deposit. I've gotten my money back. Not a big deal, but I lost $1,100, okay? So I'm just being honest with you. I lost $1,100. I lost $400 and something on the inspection, and then the appraisal was almost $800, okay? Because it was appraisal, first of all, appraisal prices have gone way up. It was like $700, it was almost $800 for that appraisal. And I get it because the property, hold on one second. This light is just a little off. Because the appraisal, sorry guys. The house is an 8-bedroom. Okay, so it's like, it's dark outside, guys. It's like about to rain here in Florida. So I was just kind of bringing the light, but that looks super weird. That's not good. All right, let's just push that back where it was. Sorry, it's like this is like about to storm, and the light just like went all the way kind of down. So it got super dark. Okay, so let me just keep going. So like I said, I lost over $1,100 on that deal. And so here's the lesson that I have for you guys. Here's the lesson that I have for you. And please pull out your pens and paper, because like I said, this is a true lesson. There is an economic bubble coming, and this is how we know. This is one of the economic indicators for a real estate bubble. Now, take it from someone that is a seasoned real estate investor. I've been investing in real estate for over 15 years, okay? I have made millions investing in real estate. Additionally, I am formally educated. I have 3 degrees. I have my bachelor's from the University of Connecticut in urban planning. I have a master's degree in economic development from Penn State, and I have my MBA from Baylor, and I graduated top 10%. So I'm not saying these things to brag to you. I'm saying I know what I'm talking about, and this is what we're coming upon. This is not hyperbole. I'm not trying to hype anybody up, but because there's a good thing about this. This is an economic bubble, and literally when I lost everything, that's also how I got everything back after the economic bubble. So I'm gonna teach you, again, we went through the lesson. The economic indicator is prices are going up, and wages are not going up. So people's pay and salaries are very stagnant if you look at the economic indicators, yet prices of home prices are going up and up and up. And so we're seeing this. And in that example where I said the property came in, the value came in low, they were like, do you want to pay $30,000 over the appraised value? That was what the counter offer to us was. Like, I wasn't even willing to pay the appraised value, because at that point I have no equity in the property. So here's a lesson. If the appraised value comes in at $445, I'm not paying $445 for that property, and neither should you. That's not how we buy real estate. That's not real estate investing. Real estate investing is buying properties at a discount so that you have equity in it as soon as you buy it. As a real estate investor, we make our money when we buy property, not necessarily when we sell it. We always say it's in the buy, because we bought it with equity. We bought it where we could sell it and make money, or we could refinance it, get a mortgage on it, take a second loan out, and we could leverage that equity. So it's an asset, okay? It's an asset. If you pay full price for a property, that's no bueno. So even when the appraised value came in low, that's why I said it was a major mistake on my part, because now I'm in a position where they're trying to make me pay the appraised value for it. And I'm like, oh, heck no, I'm not paying the appraised value. And in fact, they were trying to get $30,000 over the appraised value. And in fact, they did. It is currently under contract right now for $30,000 more than the appraised value, which is still $30,000 less than what we were originally offering. And quite frankly, if they'd have kept it, they probably could have got 60. They could have got what we offered on it, because the market is super hot right now. That property is profitable, even with what I said. And that was just what I was looking at. At the price that I had made the offer for, I was thinking the property would be profitable because I cash flow my properties. I put them as Airbnbs, short-term rentals, so I make money on my real estate. So I was looking at that as a number and I forgot about equity and appreciation, and that matters, okay? So the three things that you are looking for with your real estate are cash flow, the income, the equity that you have in it. You know what I'm saying? When you're buying it, what's your difference between what you owe on it and what it's worth, the equity, and then the appreciation, okay? How much properties are going up in value in that area. So those three things combined is what creates the wealth. And so it's those three things that I play off. I get the property at a discount, so I get it with equity in it. Then I get properties in highly appreciating areas, properties that are going up in value, higher than other parts of the country. And then I only keep my properties 3-4 years at the most, so that I can cash out. I can have somebody else paying the mortgage. I can, paying down the loan. I got the cash flow coming in from either my long-term or my short-term rental. And then I have the appreciation. When I sell it, I get even more money back when I sell it, and I get that lump sum of cash. So that's what I do. That's how I've created millions. Me, just regular old me from my parents' basement, looking the color that I am, the race that I am, the gender that I am, all of that, okay? And that's why I'm getting a little bit more bolder with these videos, because it's like, okay, I've spent all the time, money, and effort making you these how-to videos. You have all of these playlists. Noelle has over 400 videos on YouTube teaching you how to buy real estate with no money, bad credit, whatever, the same situation that I used to be in and made this money. I teach you how to fix your personal credit, how I went from like a low, mid 500 scores to over 800, just doing a couple of little tricks, not even necessarily having a lot of money, but using other people's good credit to fix my credit. And then business credit, how I've been able to leverage my business and get all of these millions of dollars for my business in my business's name, okay? And these are the things that I teach you, and this is what I wanted you to know. So if you come to the Grow Your Wealth Bootcamp, these are the things that we're gonna get into detail so that you can do the exact same thing and start taking advantage of this economic bubble that we have. Like I said, it is here. I have witnessed it. I literally almost fell into that trick bag, y'all. I really did almost fall into that trick bag. And it was almost a point where I was thinking of paying more than the appraised value or the appraised value. I literally had to go back to my training because I was about to do that same old thing and be like, man, will that property make money? That's a nice house. Oh, I got a pool in the back. People gonna love this. I started to go to my old thinking, and I stopped thinking like an investor. But I had to get back and put on my investor hat, get smart, and get about my money. I don't care about real estate. I don't care if it's an apartment, a condo, a timeshare, a mobile home. If it makes money, then I'm investing in it, okay? That's what we do. But we don't just fall in love with a property. That's how the economic bubble happens. People falling in love with a property, people overpaying for properties, people getting into bidding wars and competitions to see who will pay the most for a property. That's crazy. Do not ever get into a bidding war where you're bidding with someone to see if you will pay more or if they will pay more. Are you crazy? No. You need to create your own lane and have people calling you that are in distress, that have an issue that you can fix, and then you get your properties at a discount, okay? And that is how you avoid the economic bubble. You are a problem solver. All of these people that have their mortgages in forbearance, they're gonna have to start paying their mortgages again, okay? The pandemic caused a lot of hardships that we're not really seeing yet, because a lot of people are on foreclosures are deferred, and a lot of the foreclosures and evictions are deferred. But that stuff is starting to come out, and we're getting a lot of calls from people, and that's how you buy real estate. Okay, from those type of leads. So that type of stuff that I teach you, where you're finding someone in some type of economic distress, and those are the type of properties and situations that you want to be in. You do not want to invest in the world where you're paying a lot for a property. That's not it, people. That is not it. Okay, so let me go back to my notes, because like I said, this is live, and I'm gonna answer questions that people have sent me, and I'm gonna make sure that I am, oh, thank you. Someone said they like my braids. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, I love that I get to wear my hair the way that I want to now. You know, that I'm an entrepreneur and I do what I want to do. I get to wear my hair the way that I like to. And I don't have to, you know, follow the rules of corporate America and all those other places that I used to work. I get to wear my hair the way that I want to. And it doesn't matter if someone else thinks that's acceptable or not. So this is another reason you want to be an entrepreneur, a millionaire, someone that controls your own time and your destiny, because then you can also control if you have tattoos on your arm, on your face, wherever you want. You can wear your hair in blonde braids if you like. You get to do what you want to do. And that's why I'm like so passionate about this, and always trying to get you to invest in real estate and be an entrepreneur and start a business, so that you can be the free version of yourself. It's like the best thing that ever happened to me. So I just want that for other people. So, okay. So let me give you one more thing, okay? So the signs of the economic bubble, like I said, prices are going up. We talked about that. And what you can look at is what's called the home price index, okay? That will tell you like what the average price in America is and what that index is. And you want to just kind of follow that data, okay? Low interest rates. We have low interest rates and high demand. So that's why the prices are going up, because interest rates are low. So people, normal retail buyers, can buy more house with less money because the interest rate is low. So you have more buyers buying $400,000 and $500,000 houses, as where they probably would have not have been buying those type of houses before. So that's an indicator that a bubble is kind of coming. Obviously paying more for new construction. This is a big one. You will notice that new home construction prices are going through the roof, okay? Houses like starter homes are $350,000, $400,000, where they used to be $100,000 less a year ago. So that is a very big indicator. And again, why you probably should not be buying a new construction house right now. I know people, I don't want to Oprah this thing where all the new construction builders go crazy on Noel, because I'm getting all of these views and you guys like stop buying properties. But I'm being honest with you, that's a trick bag right now. Prices are really high. They're making a lot of money. And unless you are getting a really good deal, which is really not available right now, then you're probably overpaying for a new construction home. And that's probably not the sandbox you want to play in, okay? And the supply, number 4, the supply of housing is down. During the pandemic, we were not building houses the way that we were, so we have a low inventory. So we have high demand, low inventory. That is a problem because prices are up. Again, probably why it's not best to be buying a new construction home now, unless you are financially, like wherever, you know, at all of your goals, like, you know, it does not matter to you. Like Noelle is buying a new construction home, and I know I'm paying too much, and I'm going to show you guys that. But I've made so much money at this point. I'm not, you know, how much cheese do you need on your burger? So I'm buying the house that I want to buy, and I know that it is a little overpriced. So I'm being honest with you, and that is not you being a real estate investor if you don't have a lot of properties and you're overpaying for properties. Okay, and then last but not least is home equity takeouts. You will notice there's a lot more people taking out equity in their properties because the values are going up a little bit. More people are relying on home equity lines of credits and things like that. And those numbers and those mortgage applications are way up. So that isn't a sign that a real estate bubble is upon us, and it is coming. So how to avoid this? Like I said, I told you, you know, you want to start finding people with property problems. If you want to learn more about this, go to my GrowYourWealthBootcamp.com. That's grow, GROW, wealth. I'm sorry, your YOUR, grow your wealth, 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 bootcamp, BOOTCAMP, GrowYourWealthBootcamp.com. Like I said, I promised if you stay to the end, I have a coupon code. You can use GYWB as your coupon code, and that will take $200 off those ticket prices. So the event is like super cheap. It's less than $100. Like I said, it's live, it's interactive. It's not like here on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok where you really don't get to ask your questions. And if you upgrade and you do a VIP, then there's actually a breakout session room where you're asking me questions directly. And again, this is the last one I'm doing this year. Like I said, I started this video and I'm gonna end it the same way. So go to growyourwealthbootcamp.com, get your ticket, use the code GYWB.com. Oops, what's that? Okay, sorry, something popped on my screen. Again, live, and it's on my phone. GYWB is the code that you use to take $200 off. But like I said, new res, we are in heavy property acquisition mode right now. Like I need to get a lot more properties so that my investors can start making bigger returns on their investment, and we can move on to the bigger things that we have planned. So I really need to, for the rest of 2021, I need to focus on property acquisition. Like I said, I took my hand off the needle and I almost ended up in a trick bag where I was about to overpay for a property. That is a rookie mistake that Noelle is not going to be making ever again, okay? I lost $1,100. I don't lose money, y'all. So I gotta focus on this. So this is the last event that I am doing in 2021, period, point blank. I have to move on to property acquisition, but I wanna just, for the last part of the year is June 2021. I feel like for the last 6 months, you can make 6 figures. Some of y'all can even make 7 figures in 6 months. I've already made $1 million and it's May, okay? I've already made $1 million, more than $1 million. So I was somebody that was in my parents' basement, broke, bad credit. So why can't you do this exact same thing? You can. You can do the exact same thing too. And I'm trying to just give you a very affordable way to learn this. Now, you don't have to say anything negative. I don't need any hate comments. If you don't want to come to my event, you are not hurting my feelings. It's okay. But if you do want to come, I would love to see you there. I would love to teach you. growyourwealthbootcamp.com. Use the code GYWB to save $200. This is the last event that I'm doing in 2021, the last one. I am going to help the serious people that are serious about this and show up, and they are going to take it to the next level in 2021. They're going to be sending me properties. I'm going to be paying people for properties. I have a whole fund where we already have $10 million committed. So I'm looking for people that want to bring properties and get money for it. In fact, I even have deals where we're going to be paying people $15,000, $20,000 to bring us properties, okay? Just because I need as much help as possible, but I need to train you on what we are looking for. So again, this is no scam. This is no, you have to do this. This is really about you. If you want to change your life, if you want to learn this, again, you can learn this from all those other different people. And I'm not saying any of them are frauds or fakes, but Noelle really has real estate. Noelle really has degrees. Noelle really cares about you. So I would absolutely love to have you at my event. Hopefully you took notes and you know exactly what to do so you can avoid this economic collapse that is coming, this real estate bubble that is upon us in the next, 6 months, because it's real. And I want to make sure that you know exactly what to do. All right. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. I do really care. I hope you know that. Love you guys so much. See you later.